Hi, it's time to PyHard. And to celebrate our first circuit, here's our first splitter, which is a milestone. I think that's the only one that I'm going to have access to right now. But the next one is going to be really soon too, because I need to make Duralumin. And that needs the ceramic, of course. Box. Ceramic. There you are. One is not going to be enough. So I'm not going to carry too many. That's smelter number 1. Oh, and that ate up all of my titanium too. Okay. Now, zinc and lead don't really need separate belts. I don't want to think about it too much. Lead is going from up there, so that's going to be easy. Zinc is going to be coming from down here, so I'll use this proto-bus thing. And you take 1 per second. It's not going to happen, really. Let's pretend like it's possible. And you know, I don't really have use for zinc, so let's just drop it all there. I do have use for lead, so I'll also fill you up. Well, building up the zinc base shouldn't be difficult. I should have everything I need. I just need to destroy that nest. Annoyingly, the nest itself wouldn't be too bad. There are worms, but I should be able to handle them now that I have shotgun. Which, by the way, let's make a few more magazines. Magazine isn't really a good name, right? And let's route you down here. I'm going to deal with all that. And I should be almost there. Should be fine. Now, copper did dry up. I should check it out. I think that I'm running out of coal. There were only a couple burner miners there. Am I out of iron? Yes, I am. Not a problem. There. Nice. Now this part is fine at least. Or small parts. That should get me rolling. When I did make the smelter, or yeah, I have made a smelter. It uses fluid fuel, and it's actually going to be a huge drain on fluid fuel. I do have fluid fuel right here. I have aluminum here and copper here, so let's just use that. I don't want it to use all of my copper. I don't really have all that much. Yeah, that's fine. This should eat up everything really fast. Good. Now for the splitting here. There. And as for the aluminum, I don't really have that much use for it right now. It's only used for the engines, and I have plenty. That's going to change, of course. The consumption is going to go way up. Not all that soon. I think it should be okay. What else is missing? Steel! I actually used up all my steel. That's unexpected. Oh, and you're completely done. Okay. Much? 830. Really starting to struggle. I need to find new iron deposit soon. Oh, and you're completely full. Interesting. Good. Right, let's rebuild this. The production isn't anything huge. I can't even keep up with loading the furnaces. That can be helped. It should be almost enough. Not exactly, it's good enough. How do I want to do this? I think I'm going to be bottlenecked by copper anyway. So for now, let's just use this one. Should be enough. There's my spaceship in the way. I'm not sure if I want to preserve the whole crash site or just the main ship. I usually only preserve the main ship. Right. It should be give me Duralumin. Doesn't fit entirely. Yeah, let's just get rid of these parts. There. That should be Duralumin. Some soot on me. Which way do you go? Oh, I already did it there. Okay. Not a problem at all. Ooh. Unit inserters. I do need more aluminum than copper, but anyway, 0.5 should be. So oh no. That wasn't supposed to be there for the aluminum. That's supposed to be the zinc, right? And I shouldn't really be using full belt for this. Might use the other half for titanium smelting. I will need titanium here to produce biosamples. And that should be the next milestone soon. Yes, the first Duralumin. 15 hours. To be fair, I was really close to finishing that, I just didn't actually do it. Nope, not that far. And yeah, this takes 10 megawatts of fluid fuel. So I'm probably going to have to start making fuel specifically. Byproducts are not really going to cut it anymore, I think. How far are we? Oh, not that far actually. I will also want to connect the coal as fuel. Would it make sense to build like forestries there? It would also take care of the pollution. How's the pollution? Maybe that's not a bad idea. I should have made it a bit away. No, it's going to be the only one on this side of the road. And of course, I also need to carry over. Oh yeah, that was the road. Yeah, that's okay. Not a problem. This is where the zinc is supposed to go. Actually. Still close, so let me pick up a bit of fuel, or I'm going to use the wood. Gathering so much wood anyway. Oh, copper. Interesting. Could have used that. Doesn't matter. Well, let's get rid of that nest. Let's make gun turrets just to get me some cover. Reminds me I wanted more ammunition, right? And you're full, right? Yeah. So that stopped everything, really. Not great. I need to move. No, for now. I'm just going to expand you. Just to keep things rolling. Ooh, completely full on stone. There. Let me pick up some more lead. I could also connect it while I'm here. Almost full. Good. Oh, I forgot that it produces more than one. Not a problem. Okay, there's saline water. Not too far. I will need the lead at the bottom. That's okay. Now, of course, even before I get to the point where I have trains, there are the caravans, which are fine for the kind of traffic I'm going to have. But they do need food, which isn't a problem, really. You will have a lot more food than you have anything useful to do with, overall. But it does make things a bit more complicated. There. That's the lead. But it should take care of the solder. It's 48 plus the 20 or so that the smelter costs, so that's not bad. Can I do something about... Yes, let's go look at where the problem is with the copper. Yes, not enough mining and not enough fuel. That's what I expected. And the mining probably also is because there's not enough fuel, right? No. I can add you. Oh. Notes. Ash. Ooh, I haven't dealt with ash here. No, easy. Let's make more coal. These are sided or not? Well, yeah. Just because of this part. But that's almost full. I'll probably have to change that. Okay. Nothing complicated here. This should fill up the whole side of the belt. If I add it to something to start with. And this needs to be done anyway. We do have long-handed inserters now. This is easy to fix. Yeah. It should vastly increase the coal coming in. Oh, but it's still limited to just one side of the belt because of this part. Let's change that. Yeah. Or even more. It should be more than enough fuel. that going to do to the pollution door? I need to take care of this paste first. This is way too close. Yeah. Probably already eating up some pollution. Not yet, but it's very close. Come on, guys, let's play. They only have light armor. And no food. But small bases are not a problem anymore. The shotgun definitely has its annoyances, but it is very effective against small bases. Ooh, right. That's not going to work. I really want to have a long cash belt here. I could prioritize ash. That would work. Problem is that I don't have... Well, I even have splitters now. I could do that. I am half the way there. Yeah. And the ash production from these parts is not going to be anything horrible. Oh, you're not emptying it out. Huh. That explains everything. Okay. That's how it's supposed to work. And I have steam. That's surprising. Hope that doesn't mean that there's a problem somewhere. Oh, I actually finished the research. The last research I can do. Oh, there's a stacking. Okay, I'm going to research the stacking. I'm never sure if I want to or not. I usually don't end up using it at all. It's huge. It's really, really powerful. But it also feels like I don't really want to. That's a big base, though. I'm not sure if I can take care of that. Especially with the worm. Of course, these are still very small bases in the big picture. There you go. That was stupid. Now I have... Oh, at least... Oh! Right! That's another thing. Nice thing that you get from Pi. All of this junk is dropped. Oh, and I do have combat mechanics overhaul. I'm die already. Nope. Ah! Damn it. This would be a lot easier with fish. And that's another... That's... turrets, I'm pretty sure. At least let me pick up some ammunition. Really? Thought I put more in. Yeah, just keep it out the walls. Could prepare myself better. Shouldn't be this close anymore. Change the hotkeys. Still haven't gotten used to that. Should really heal up first, but they're healing faster. Damn it. Is the heal delayed? Seems to be. Oh no. Really? Oh. What can I do? Walls are not very resistant, and the annoying worm has splash damage. Really big splash damage. Come on. Ah. Yeah, it survived. Good. Now, evolution doesn't increase with time with the settings I have, and it doesn't increase with pollution. So unfortunately, that doesn't take care of, doesn't account for reduction in pollution. So no matter how much green tech you build up, it's not going to help you. So I just disabled all that, but it will increase as I destroy bases. That isn't that big of a problem because I also don't have expansion enabled. So I just have to be a bit careful about what I destroy. And that should be safe now. And hopefully that increased the copper production. What are you looking? Plenty of coal should be in there now. Water is fine. Inserters can't really keep up, but that's okay. Where are you not keeping up? Can't really deal with all this stuff coming there. That doesn't matter. I was planning for 2, so you get 2. That should help. Yeah, and it's bad enough that it blocks the output from the belt section. That's a bit ridiculous, okay. Yeah. You're coming from here, you're coming from here. You're there. That's keeping up. No. She has to get better. All of these are fine. They should be taking care of the whole 20 per second, which should be okay. How are we in the grand scheme? Yeah, consuming a lot more ash than producing. Good. Let's get more belts and connect that LED. Shouldn't have any more circuits. Oh, yeah, yes, I don't have the zinc. That's the next bit. Duralumin is not too useful at this point. It is needed for the more advanced inserters. But I'm not really going to use them all that much. Right, next steps. That's what's remaining to PySense 1. It looks a lot better than it really is. There's a lot more to do. And a lot of it takes a lot of time, so I should get started on that. I want to get the rock codex. I need the first rocks. And to get the first rocks, yeah, generic DNA samples, most gene samples, petri dishes, native flora. I need a creature chamber. Oof. I don't have nearly enough titanium. Titanium, I think, takes acetylene to mine. So that is going to compete a bit. Why did you stop? Ooh, run out of native flora. Theirs needs a data array, and data array needs even more titanium. Now I think that it's obvious that titanium is going to be the next thing. I expect that fuel is becoming a problem, yes. Carbon dioxide is fine though. Well, let me use some of that. Overflow into fuel, if you can. Or, I don't need to use the overflow one. Oh, I am going to use it just because they're taking up room in my inventory. No. But this is not a huge production, I can increase it easily. .6 per second. That works out to something like 2 megawatts worth of fluid fuel. That should start working soon. Copper is backed up again. Nice to see. I'm not going to switch over to the improved recipes yet. Then needs the jawbreakers, of course, or the jaw crushers. But there's also the other part, which takes circuits. Where are you? There. Automated screeners. Right. What if I quickly go for this? Copper plate. Let's go with 1 bolt. I don't have nearly 1 bolt. How many? How much am I producing? Yeah, 100 per minute. So let's just see. If I actually went for 100 per minute, then I do prefer to go with seconds mostly. Yeah, so 1.74 seconds. If I go from copper ore, that takes for 13.3. If I use this recipe, it will need a matrix solver. Yeah, 8.3. So it is quite a bit more efficient, and importantly, all of that work can be done by just 2 stone furnaces. So it's actually kind of hard to get enough into that. And that gets even worse if you use the fluid furnaces, which are much faster. It also costs a lot of fuel, but I'm not sure if that's a problem. So you do save up quite a bit here. But it also takes 5 screeners and 2.5 jaw crushers. So, expensive to get started. Pays off pretty quickly. There. Yeah, that's the main problem with stacking. If you could just remove the recipes from here, it would be much nicer. No, don't show me. But anyway, that's all the research. Or automation science. My labs will have absolutely nothing to do while I get the rocks set up. Rocks are the main problem. The other things should be fine. Mostly about scaling up some of the bioprocesses. There's a lot of bio stuff in Pi. And the same problem exists with the barreling recipes in Angels. Oh, restock. Is it a time to switch to bigger chest for belts? Oh, sorry. I don't need all of you. No. I will need pipes. A lot of pipes, in fact, because I am going to need to connect the titanium and the zinc. Of course, I don't really have enough production. Acetylene. That shouldn't be a big problem. Most things aren't a big problem. Gasoline is not building up very much. Where is the holdup? Oh, not enough tar. Why is there not enough tar? There's too much coal. Because there's too much coke. Why is there too much coke? I'm not using all that much. Hmm. I should start using coke for more things, probably. Well, what I really want to do is take the excess and just dump it. And that's where I'm going to use the loaders. The loaders are really good for this kind of stuff, right? Now the basic idea here is just going to be load up the coke in here. And enable this only if there's plenty of coking storage. Okay, so this is going to be basically the way to get rid of excess coke. I can turn it into coal gas. It's not a good idea. It's not efficient at all. I can just turn it into steam. It's going to be reasonably good too, because I'm not going to produce that much ash. I put the steam there. That's okay. No, but on the input and outputs, this is going to produce a lot less because this has a higher fuel value. Only need one. And since I already have long-handed inserters, let's just keep this simple. There. Oh. Bit pretty. Oh, this is going to produce ash. That shouldn't be too much ash. And it should be able to take care of most of the excess, I think. I don't really want to deal with pipes here. That's a bit annoying to work with. Yeah, that's a nice problem to have. Copper is backed up. Sorry. Ah! That was painful. There. That should boost the steam. And should get you running. Should not produce carbon dioxide. But mostly because of this. If I make it faster. Just going to let this build up. I have a lot of stone. I think it might be a good time to add travel crashing as well. And I'm only going to do this when there's too much stone. We need 4 per second, right? And again, this is really the main thing I use loaders for, usually, just to make storage easier. This part is only going to work when there's plenty of stone. Just to make this work well, I'm not going to prioritize this input. There. It's going to eat up a lot of fuel. That should be okay. This should eat up a bit more stone. Well, at least until this fills up. But I can always switch to paving with concrete. Concrete is better, if you can afford it. Right, I'm going to need cable, or power poles, and I'm going to need a lot of pipes, and of course, transport belts. Did I finish the lead belt? Yes, good. So it's just about the zinc now. Excellent. That's going to be... You can also get it from tailings, which I will. It's not going to last forever. And this should be a fairly easy base to deal with. A lot easier than the previous one. Titanium, yes, acetylene. That's what I thought. Hey, did I even have to bring the power here? Yeah, I need it for the pumps. Okay, 2 small worms. Small worms should be okay. Maybe not. That was stupid. Oh well, 1 worm is dead. Fortunately, that doesn't leave my corpse in a very bad position. No, stop eating that. No, I have shotgun in there. Damn it. I need that. I don't have much life left. There. Easy. You think I want to get rid of this part as fast as possible, so I can run my good use. Yeah, let's output the ash on this side. So I do have long-handed inserters now, so that's easy. Oh, I don't even need long-handed inserters. No, I don't want to do that. What I really want to do is use undergrounds. Right, so this way I can just add hash. I know. Right. Here. Fuel. No, I need the pumps, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to have the pipes on this side. And fuel comes through here. And to get started, I'm just going to fill it up with something. Right, let's connect up the aromatics. Now I'll also need aromatics and syngas to make plastic, which I might just get started on. Now that I have the circuit boards, I think that's the only thing it needs. There. That's aromatics. The plastic needs the chemical biofactory, and biofactory titanium, of course. Nothing to worry about. I do have the acetylene here. I might... Oh, I don't have enough pipes though. Let's go pick up pipes. Really running out of iron. Take care of that bit. Get more iron. What else I need? Need to carry wardrobes. Right. Oh, it's full. Interesting. Good. That's not bad at all. And I have plenty of methane. Yeah, that's looking fine. Ooh, what's the problem here? Did I run out of fuel again? Oh no, completely full on iron, of course. No, let's do this just to make it a bit less problem. Now I have full inventory here, of course. There's a decent amount of zinc. Yeah, I need to clean up my inventory first. It's going to help. I could use the trash slots. That's a very good use of the trash slots at this point in the game. You're still not building up? Yeah. Why? Out of ash. Okay. Let's bring you some ash. It helps a little bit. Do have gunpowder on me, I don't need to. Good. More excess of coke. Because you're full again, of course. Yeah, prioritized, right? Oh, I never connected you. Okay. That explains things. Just didn't fish. Let's just do this for now. I should start using splitters. But priorities from left. No, from right. There. There's ash here. I don't need ash here. I need it completely different. Water collector is used for crafting. I don't want to carry it around with me anyway. What was it that I needed? The titanium, right? Yeah. And for you too. Yes. Titanium is a fairly high priority. We do have a lot of priorities. There. I don't think it makes sense to add another moondrop greenhouse at this point. Do I have anything to throw away? Any? Where's the Duralumin? No. Off there. Boosting the copper production was a good idea. No, it's the aluminum that's struggling most likely, but that's okay. Right, what else? I don't want to get rid of too many of my buildings. And I should put them all in one place anyway. I'll have to think about it. You're not really keeping up. Still producing too much coke. I don't want to throw it away. Coke is very useful. Creosote is full. That's to be expected. I will need to do something about that as well. In the long run. And you're completely stuck. But this part doesn't have enough coke. Oh, yeah, you are struggling for coke. Let's take everything that's left over and just route it up there. That's going to help. And I think that acetylene is more efficient as a liquid fuel. It's definitely very convenient. Yeah. I'm not talking much, but it's surprisingly quite a bit of effort, weirdly. That sucks. I really wanted to have it there. That would make it very easy to prioritize. Just about doesn't reach. I can't put it anywhere else either. You're producing 2 per second, so it absolutely needs those. Oh, no steam. There's the cook, which should help with this part. And all the other coke goes into lead production. Of course, I forgot about that. Yeah, so the whole thing is stuck. Just not no cold processing is being done really. And I might want to expand this too. What was it? You need 2 of these. Okay, that's the easier option. Just add another gasifier. 654 produced. That's not bad at all. There. And I should really be ending already. $12.2. There, that should be it. Still not enough coke. Okay, but that should get better. It does mean that I don't really have much acetylene to work with. We'll have to change that. We'll have pumps. Why not? Just out of range, of course. Hey. Now that's a lot of acetylene in those pipes, which I don't have. And it's not ideal that it's on this side of the... but it doesn't really matter. I tend to use underground bolts everywhere. They're just better. I should really get the titanium done first. I don't need to bring it to my base yet. But I do want to get started on those rock. I need a biochamber, and I need a creature chamber, and I need the data thing. Can't really reach though. Okay. So prefer to have the pumps aligned. So well. Okay, almost there. I just need a few more underground. For you, I do need to take out the ash and get it up, probably. Yeah, that will work. fuel? Not really. I do have gunpowder. Just to get you started. These take 40 per run, that is. Alright. No. That's not done by any means, but it's well on the way. Okay. Absolutely no acetylene. I'll need to improve that a lot. But overall, this is doing pretty well. Yeah, and they should be able to keep up with insurgers easily. Okay, and that's it for this episode. Bye.